Good afternoon, Trojan fans. This is Joey Swallow, broadcasting live in Ville Platte, Louisiana at Aswell Capel Field. Your Sacred Heart Trojans looking to rebound from a disappointing loss to the St. Edmund Blue Jays on Monday, playing the Westminster Crusaders today on this beautiful afternoon for baseball. Wade Pete will be throwing today for the Trojans. He's taking his warm-up tosses right now. I'm going to go ahead and set the defense for you with the Trojans. We got Preston Sloan behind the plate. Ashton Duos at third base. Boyce Scheck-Snyder at shortstop. Hayden Dizitel at second. John Michael Duplechamp first. Left field is going to be Ike Perry. Center field is going to be Landon LeBlanc. And right field is going to be Parker Futch. This pregame package is sponsored by Dr. Brandon Fontenot and Mercy Regional Medical Center. They got a girls game on today. They're going to be broadcasting that one also on the YouTube. That one will have video. So girls are playing St. Thomas More. So we got two games going today. So this is the top of the first inning. Westminster Crusaders coming up to bat. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Next pitch is hit high towards left center field. Landon LeBlanc gets underneath it for the first out of the inning. So 2 pitches, 1 out. Wade looks to have good command of strike zone right now. Just what you want to see with your starting pitching. Next batter steps in. He's a righty. Wears number 3. First pitch is in there for strike one. So Wade looking really, really good right now. Throwing all strikes. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So quickly, Wade up 0-2 on the batter. Commanding that fastball on the outside part of the plate. Next pitch is in there for strike 3, looking. So Wade with 5 strikes in a row, filling up the zone, doing exactly what Coach Gary wants, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping up is number 13, big right-hander. I'm going to get their lineup in a few minutes. Next pitch is in there for strike 1. Wade painting that outside corner right now. Hasn't thrown a ball yet. Next pitch is down low to even up the count at 1-1. I want to remind everyone that the strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Thank you, Cody, Louise, and Phillip, for your sponsorship. Next pitch is fouled back, so we've got 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Crusaders batting in the top half of the first inning. Curveball is just outside.
Let's go, baby!
Throws down to second base. Trojans going to send up Hayden Disatale, Ike Perry, and Boyce Schexnayder. Hayden Disatale steps in, plays second base for the Trojans. First pitch is high for ball 1. Next pitch is hit high towards the left field. Center fielder goes after it, makes a running catch for the first out of the inning. So it's 1 out, nobody on. Trojans batting in the bottom half of the first inning. 0-0 score. We just got started. Ike Perry stepping in. Senior left fielder for the Trojans. Wears number 22. Curveballs popped up, out of play, down the third base side. Third baseman makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So quickly, Trojans get 2 outs on 3 pitches. And it's going to bring up Boyce Schexnayder. Wears number 13, bats from the right side. Senior, plays shortstop for the Trojans. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Beautiful afternoon here at Aswell Capel Field. Winds blowing from right to left field. Next pitch is a ball. It's even up the count at 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Trojans batting in the bottom of the first inning. Curveball's up for ball 2, so 2 balls, 1 strike now on Schexnayder. Preston Sloan on deck. Next pitch swung on and missed to even up the count at 2-2. Curveball's fouled straight back and out of play. Count's gonna remain at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trojans batting in the bottom half of the first inning. Nothing. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 3. So Schexnayder works the count to full. Trojans looking to rebound after the loss to St. Ed's on Monday. Still sitting at number 7 in the polls after the loss, so still in good position for the playoffs. Next pitch is on the outside corner for strike 3. So Schexnayder goes down looking for the 3rd out of the inning, and after 1 complete inning to play, it's the Westminster Crusaders 0, your Sacred Heart Trojans 0.
Let's go.
I'd like to remind everybody, for your enjoyment of this free broadcast, please consider a financial contribution. The Blue and Gold Sports Network is run by volunteers, and therefore your contributions do not pay us. Your contributions directly support our student athletes. We help to provide things like T-shirts, team meals, sports equipment, field maintenance, uniforms, elementary sports, chartered buses, and much, much more. You can find our PayPal and Venmo links in the description of this YouTube event. You might have to click the word more to see the event description. No contribution is too small. Thank you in advance for your generosity. So Wade Pete on the heel for the Trojans, taking his final warm-up tosses. Preston Sloan throws it down to second, and we're going to get started with the top of the second inning. Starts him off with a strike, so Wade still commanding the strike zone, getting ahead of his batters. Next pitch is up for ball one, so Wade throws his first ball of the afternoon. So bring the count to 1-1. Next pitch is in there for strike two, so 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One more, baby.
Next pitch is fouled off. Then keep the count at 1-2. Pete working quickly out his windup. Next pitch is in there for strike 3. So again, Wade, full command of all his pitches, strikes out another batter, looking for out number 1 in the top half of the second inning. That's going to bring up number 15, right-hander. Hits the first pitch in the right field for a base hit. Parker Fudge feels it, gets it back into the infield. So that's the first hit of the game for both teams right there. Comes in the top half of the second inning. So we got 1 out, and Westminster has a runner at first. Number 2 steps in, right-hander. Wade throws over to first base. Runner gets back in safely. Next pitch is hit towards shortstop. Schecksteiner feels it, throws it over to second. Doug relays it to first for the double play. So Trojans get out a little pickle with a double play on a hard hit ground ball to shortstop as they turn 2. And after 1.5 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans 0, Westminster Crusaders 0. That out package was provided by Perry's Tire Service and Savoie Medical Center. Thank you all for your sponsorship. Also, the strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Thank you, Cody, Louise, and Phillip, for your sponsorship on the strikeout package.
Disconnect it, please. And I'll be
It says I'm off.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, you have an ink pen? No. Yeah.
I don't have it handy, but I can like grab it.
I was going to ask if you could write down their lineup for me.
I'm gonna go take it.
Westminster.
Maybe they can take a picture behind.
Yeah. Yeah, they have it on the thing up there.
Yeah, are you right there? Can you take a picture of the lineup, the Westminster lineup? Yeah.
Preston, hey, slow your timing.
All right, Trojans getting ready to bat in the bottom half of the second inning. They're going to send him to the plate, Preston Sloan. Yeah, I can't get off of the thing to look at my phone. This one. If you could just jot it down for the last names only is fine. Yeah. When you get a chance, no big deal.
Is that the first pitch? Foul ball?
Yeah. All right, first pitch is hit foul down the right side for Preston, so it counts 0-1. Preston, big right-hander. Wears number 9. Catches for the Trojans. He's a junior. Next pitch is down low in the dirt. Try to get him with a curveball. It's going to even up the count at 1-1. John Michael Duplichamp on deck. Preston digs in. Next pitch is hit hard and high towards left field, and it's out of here as Preston goes yard with a nuke to left field for his 5th home run of the season as he trots down the bases, and the Trojan dugout comes out to greet him. So the Trojans going to go up 1-0 in this game just like that on a nuke by Preston to left field. Pitcher served him up something high, and he just launched it. So Trojans up 1-0 now. And John Michael Duplichamp coming up with John Aaron Swallow on deck. Next pitch is hit high hopper. It's out of play though. So John chopped it into the ground, and it was almost like a bunt, swinging bunt. So that's going to be strike 1 on John. No balls, 1 strike. Trojans batting in the bottom half of the 2nd inning, up 1-0 after Preston Sloan's nuke to left field. Next pitch is hit hard up the middle. Laser beam base hit to center field for John Michael. So Trojans got something cooking right here in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. 2 hard hit balls in a row. And John Michael's at first base. And stepping up to the plate is number 10, John Aaron Swallow. DH today for the Trojans. First pitch is fouled straight back for strike 1. So Trojans are looking to pour the runs on right here in the bottom half of the 2nd inning with no outs and a runner at first. John takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch. It's up for ball 1. So it's going to put the count at 1-1. So 1-1 is the count on John Aaron Swallow, batting from the left side. Westminster got a righty on the mound. Not overpowering. Good. Next pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Okay, so number 3 is Josh Blakeman. That's the pitcher for Westminster. Just got their lineup. Next pitch is high for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike on John Aaron Swallow. Wade Pete on deck. John Michael takes his lead at first. Pitcher checks his runner. There's the pitch. It's fouled out of play. It's going to put the count at full. So we got a full count now on John Aaron Swallow. Nobody out. Runner at first for the Trojans. Trojans up 1-0. Still batting in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Pitcher throws over to first. John Michael gets back in safely. Standing up.
Yeah, tell those guys they help us get those balls. Those little guys over there if they can. I don't know where they're at.
Next pitch is high for ball 4, so John Aaron's going to trot on down to first base with a free ride. And we're going to have Trojans at first and second now with Wade Pete coming up to the plate. Where's number 15 pitching today? Doing an excellent job on the mound so far. Just a beautiful day at the ballpark. If you hadn't made it out here, I would encourage you to come, as the girls are playing a game right next door, too, against St. Thomas More. So you get 2 for 1 today. So Wade's going to lay a bunt down. Pitcher fields it, throws it over to first for the first out of the inning. But more importantly, he gets both runners in scoring position at second and third. So Trojans got runners at second and third now with only one out. And stepping up to the plate is Landon LeBlanc. Cheese is a senior, wears number 20, bats from the right side, shows bunt, pulls back for strike one as the curveball gets in there. So no balls, one strike, one out. Trojans up 1-0. Crusaders got the corners in, middles back. Expecting a bunt right here. Pitcher checks his runners. There's a pitch swung on and missed for strike two. So quickly LeBlanc down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Just looking for a ground ball right here. Somewhere deep in the hole or to the right side. Get his runners score. Or deep fly ball. See if LeBlanc can come through right here. Next pitch is hit in the center field. Center field's going to run it down, though, as it was hit hardly. Very hard towards center field. Line drive. Not deep enough for... So that's going to bring up 2 outs in the inning now.
Hey, on contact, John Aaron.
Runners still at second and third. 2 outs. Parker Futch at the bat. Where's number 19? Plays right field. First pitch just outside for ball 1. Trojans looking for more runs right here with runners in scoring position at second and third. 2 outs. Fudge digs in. There's the pitch. Holds up for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes on Futch.
Let's go, Park. Let's go, Park.
Good hitters count right here. Should get something he could hit through the middle. Runners take their leads. There's the pitch. It's high for ball 3. So 3-0 on Parker Futch. 2 outs in the inning. Trojans got the leadoff batter waiting on deck. And Hayden Dizatel. There's a pitch. It's in there for strike 1. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Parker Futch.
Minute breaker on 2-0.
Preston Sloan led off the inning with a solo home run. Put the Trojans up 1-0. Trojans got runners at second and third. Trying to bring home some more. Bottom half of the second inning. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So that's going to put the count at full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Parker digs back in. Pitcher gets a signal from the catcher. Checks his runners. There's a pitch, and it's hit out of play towards the right side. So Parker wastes 1, hangs in there. Count's going to remain 3-2.
Slow it down, kid. Slow it down.
So count's going to remain 3-2 on Parker Futch. Trojans got runners at second and third. Already got 1 run home this inning. Looking for more. There's the pitch. Fouled straight back. So the count's going to remain 3-2 on Parker Futch.
Here we go.
Next pitch fouled straight back again, so Parker battling up there. I want to remind everybody that the home run package was provided by HealthWorks Rehab. Thank you, HealthWorks Rehab, for sponsoring that. So we'll reset right here. 3-2's the count, 2 outs. Fouled back again. So Parker hanging in there. We're going to start it up again at 3-2. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Pitcher working out the stretch. Gets a signal from the catcher. Checks his runners at third base. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 4. So Parker wins that battle as he trots on down to first base to load him up for the Trojans. And that walk package is sponsored by T&J Ford. Thank you, Tara and Jason, for your sponsorship of that walk package. And that's going to put the top of the order back up in Hayden Dizitel. Bases full of Trojans, 2 outs. Pitcher working out his windup now. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there for strike 1. So Doug digs back in with the bases loaded. Counts 0-1. 2 outs. Next pitch is down low in the dirt to even him to count at 1-1. Good block by the catcher right there to keep him. Everybody on base.
Here you go, kiddo.
Bases full of Trojans. 2 outs. 1-1 count on Doug. Next pitch is hit hard towards shortstop. Shortstop backhands it. Throws it over to first to get the out. So, unfortunately, Trojans leave 3 on. And they only get 1 run in the inning. Had 2 hard-hit balls. 1 to center field, 1 to shortstop that got gloved. So after 2 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans 1, the Westminster Crusaders 0. All right. I'm going to start off to the top of the 3rd inning now as the Westminster Crusaders coming up to bat. Wade Pete's still on the hill for the Trojans, doing an excellent job. First pitch is inside for ball 1. As they're sending up to the plate, John Glass, where's number 8, bats from the right side. Next pitch is hit high towards shortstop. Sheck Snyder gets underneath it, makes the play for out number 1. So Pete again, getting quick outs. It's 2 pitches, 1 out in the inning. And coming up to bat for the Crusaders. Okay, this is Glass that's coming up. The last batter was Evan Lemon. This is John Glass. Their number 8 hole hitter. So bottom of the order up for the Crusaders. First 2 pitches of balls. And that's the first time Wade's behind in the count. He's had great command of all his pitches, and that one's in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Trojans up, 1-0 after 2 complete.
What do I know?
Next pitch hits the batter, so he's going to trot on down to first base. And that's going to bring up Jaden Johnson, the 9-hole hitter. Bats from the left side. So Crusaders got 1 on base. And they're going to send a courtesy runner in for him. I believe that's the catcher that just got hit. So, yeah, that's the catcher. So they sent a courtesy runner in for the catcher. So they got to run at first with 1 out. And their 9-hole hitter stepping up, Jaden Johnson, bats from the left side. Pete checks his runner at first. There's the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. I want to remind everyone that there is a girls softball game being broadcast too on YouTube with video right now. And the runner was getting off the bag, so Preston tried to pick him off at first. And John Michael's throw to second base was offline and it went into left field. So the runner goes from first to second. And it's 2 balls and no strikes on the batter with 1 out. So Trojans find themselves in a little pickle right now with 1 out and a runner in scoring position at second base. So, yes, if you came down to the ballpark today, you could watch 2 games, basically. The girls are playing St. Thomas More right now, and we're playing Westminster. in our second game of district play. And both games are on YouTube. The boys' game is only audio. The girls' is audio and video. All right. Johnson step back in. Wade checks his runner at second. Pickoff attempt towards second. Runner gets back in safely. All right, runner takes the lead at second. Wade checks him. Here's the pitch. Fastball's up for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes on the batter. 9-hole hitter. You don't want to walk the 9-hole hitter right here because they'll be back to the top of the order. Next pitch is in there for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Johnson. Bats from the left side. It's 1 out. Trojans up 1-0. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, so Wade's battled himself back into a full count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Crusaders got a runner at second. Next pitch is fouled straight back. That's going to keep the count at 3-2. Wade checks his runner at second. There's the pitch. It's in there for strike 3. So Wade battles back after being in a 3-0 count and strikes out the batter looking for the second out of the inning. And that strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Thank you, Cody and Louise, for your sponsorship of that package. So they're back to the top of the order now as Draylon Pete steps in, wears number 5, bats from the right side. So there's a runner at second, 2 outs. Trojans up 1-0. Pete checks his runner at second. There's the pitch. It's high for ball 1. So we got 1 ball, no strikes on Pete. Next pitch is hit towards shortstop. And it goes off the shortstop's glove into left field as the runner's going to come in from second base to tie this game up. And Pete's going to go down to second on the throw. So we got a tie ball game now with 2 outs. And a runner, Crusaders, back in scoring position at second base. So it was a hard hit ball towards shortstop. Scheck had to backhand it as it was in the hole. And it goes into left field. So that's going to bring up Josh Blakeman. Where's number 3? Bats from the right side. That's the pitcher today for the Westminster Crusaders. First pitch is a ball. Next pitch is inside for ball 2. So Wade struggling a little bit this inning after being in full command the first 2 innings as the Crusaders tie this game up. Next pitch is down low. Blocked by Preston. Runner goes from second, and he slides in safely at third base. So, good dirt ball read by Pete as he takes third. So, Crusaders got a runner at third now, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Ball 4 as Pete throws 4 balls in a row to walk Blakeman. He's going to trot on down to first base with a free ride. So, Crusaders got runners at the corners now with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Brian Ray. Wears number 13, big kid, plays first base. Bats from the right side. So Pete looking to get out of this inning with no more damage with 2 outs, and Crusaders at first and third. 1-1 game. Crusaders batting in the top of the third. Wade checks his runners. Pickoff attempt, no throw. Just want to let him know he's watching him. Here's the pitch. It's hit hard towards third base. Duos feels it, throws it over to first for the third out of the inning. So after 2.5 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans won. All right, Trojan Nation, back live here at Aswell Capel Field. Your Sacred Heart Trojans coming up to bat in the bottom half of the third inning. Ball game tied 1-1 with Westminster Crusaders. And they're going to send up Wade. They're going to send up Ike Perry, wears number 22. Bats from the right side, plays left field. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Sam Vayon warming up in the pen for the Trojans, just in case. Next pitch is swung on and missed, even up the count at 1-1. Blakeman still on the hill, right-hander. Where's number 3 for the Crusaders? Working out the windup. Here's the pitch. Perry holds up to make the count 2-1. Trojans sporting their pinstripes today with their navy hats. And the Crusaders are in their pinstripe pants with their light blue jerseys with the dark blue writing on them and their blue hats. So Perry up in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike now. Good hitters count, should get something good to hit right here. Next pitch is on the outside part of the plate to put the count at full. Trojans looking to get back that run that they gave up last inning. Next pitch is a grounder. Hit towards first base. First baseman fields it and tags the bag for the first out of the inning. So he's going to bring up Boychek Snyder. This kid on the hill, he's not overpowering. Just it's hard to wait on him because he's probably about 70 miles an hour. He doesn't throw hard. Bunt attempt by Sheck Snyder, foul back, strike 1. Sheck Snyder digs in, counts 0-1, 1 out, nobody on. Next pitch is a high fly ball hit towards right field. Right fielder gets underneath it, makes the play for the second out of the inning. So quickly the Trojans got 2 outs in the bottom half of the third inning. And stepping up is Preston Sloan, number 9. Preston hit a nuke last inning over the left field wall. Get the Trojans only 1 run of the game. First pitch is down low for ball 1.
Go, Preston, go.
Next pitch is outside for ball 2. Looks like they're going to stay away from him with the nobody on base and 2 outs. Pitcher gets a signal from the catcher. Here's the pitch. And it's a high fly ball towards right field, out of play for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Sloan. 2 outs, nobody on. Trojans batting in the bottom half of the third inning. Tied with the Crusaders, 1-1. Next pitch is a curveball in there for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Make it ugly. Here we go.
Next pitch is outside for ball 3, so 3 balls, 2 strikes. On Preston Sloan, junior catcher for the Trojans. Pitcher gets a signal from the catcher. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball, and it's hit hard in the gap towards left center field for a base hit. So Preston staying hot in this game as he gets a single to left center field. And Jude Hebert is going to go in and run for Preston. Courtesy run for him at first base. He wears number 6. And stepping up to the plate is John Michael Duplechan, number 3. Got himself a single to center field last inning. Hebert takes his lead at first. First pitch is hit hard towards shortstop. Shortstop can't make the play, so everybody's safe. So shortstop got there in between hops, couldn't field it cleanly, and everybody's safe. So we got runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And stepping up to the plate is John Aaron Swallow, number 10, freshman, bats from the left side. See if the Trojans could get a rally going with 2 outs right here. First pitch is down low for a ball. So we got 1 ball, no strikes on John Aaron Swallow, the DH today. Batting from the left side. Next pitch is up for ball 2. So Trojans trying to get something cooking right here with 2 outs. Pitcher checks his runners. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 3. So quickly, 3 balls, no strikes on John Aaron Swallow.
Come on, make it go with 2. Make it go with 2 here.
Coach Kane probably got the take sign right here. Try to load him up for Wade Pete, who's standing on deck. And that's ball 4. So 4 straight balls to John Aaron Swallow. And that's going to load the bases right here for the for the Trojans with 2 outs. And Wade Pete. Wade Pete steps up. Wears number 15, pitching today for the Trojans. See if he could help himself out right here with a base hit. Bring home some runs. Pitcher working out his windup. There's the pitch. First pitch is in there for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases full of Trojans. Pete digs in. Looking for a 2-out hit right here. Score some runs. Get the lead back in this game. Next pitch is high to even up the count at 1-1. That walk package earlier was provided by T&J Ford. Thank you, Tara and Jason. Next pitch hits Wade in the shoulder. So he's going to trot on down the first base with an RBI as Jude Hebert is going to come in and score for the second run of the game for the Trojans. So Trojans making it ugly like Coach Gary likes to say as Wade Pete takes one on the shoulder. Wade got hit twice yesterday, so this is his 3rd time he gets hit in 2 games. Took a curveball to the shoulder just now, so sure it didn't hurt. So that's going to bring out the Westminster's coach to come talk to his infield. Got everybody pulled up. 2 outs, bases full of Trojans. Landon LeBlanc coming to the plate. Umpire breaks up the huddle. And we're going to get back to live action now. Again, that RBI package was provided by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason. Go see Nason for all your insurance needs. First pitch is fouled off for strike 1. So LeBlanc way ahead. Needs to let the ball travel. Take a right center approach right here. As a pitcher very slow, so you got to be patient up there at the plate. Pitcher working out his windup. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball, and it's fisted up towards first base. First baseman makes the play for the third out of the inning. So,
Hey, get on the field!
Trojans do manage to pick up a run, but leave the bases loaded again. That's 2 consecutive innings in a row. We leave the bases loaded, and we had that same thing happen to us last game too, where we left the bases loaded 2 consecutive innings again. Just killing ourselves on that, stuff like that. But after 3 complete innings of play, your Second Art Trojans 2, Westminster Crusaders 1.
Y'all about to find it from me. It's lazy-minded. It's not no killer instinct. Not what I do. Not what we do.
Trojans going to make a pitching change as Sam Vayon's coming in to pitch for the Trojans. Wears number 12. Crafty, right-hander, junior. Had an excellent outing his last time out, where he pitched a complete game, 6-2 victory over Port Barre Red Devils. Wade Pete's going to go to third base. So Trojans up 2-1 after 3 complete innings of play.
Come on. Hey, here we go. Hey, win 1 inning. Let's go.
And coming up to bat is their 4-hole hitter, Jack Hunt. Where's number 10? Bats from the right side. Vayon's first pitch is in there for a strike. Starts him off with a fastball on the outside part of the plate. So Vayon working out his stretch. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. So quickly, Vayon ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So 3 pitches and a strikeout for Vayon as he fires 3 fastballs right by him for the first out of the top of the 4th inning. And stepping up to the plate is number 15, Gavin Frith, right-hander. Trojans playing him straight away. Next pitch is a high fly ball. Hit to left field. Ike Perry gets underneath it for the second out of the inning. So 4 quick pitches and 2 outs for Vayon. As it looks like Trojans settling down in this game again after that last inning where they gave up 1 run. Doing what they do best now and throwing strikes and playing defense.
Play that music loud a second because I'm about to explode out here.
Okay.
Next pitch is in there for a strike. So, no balls, 1 strike on the batter. And that's number 2, Christian McZeal.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Next pitch is high. Is going to even up the count at 1-1. Next pitch is high, so 2 balls, 1 strike now on McZeal, right-hander. Where's number 2? Vayon working out his stretch, gets the signal from Sloan. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
Work down, work down.
2-2.
Okay, hey, Sean, you want?
It's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on.
I'm Bluetooth trouble.
Next pitch is in the dirt. It's going to put the count at full. So we got a full count on the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Westminster batting in the top of the 4th inning. Scores 2-1 Trojans. Ball's hit foul and out of play. This count's going to remain 3-2.
Make a pitch, Sam. Make a pitch. If I do strike 3, it's pretty good.
Trojans trying to get back in the win column today. Second game of district play. Here's the pitch.
Let's go!
It's in there for strike 3 as the batter takes one looking on the outside corner for strike 3. And that strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Thank you, Cody and Louise, for your sponsorship of the strikeout package. So after 3.5 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans 2, Westminster Crusaders 1. I'm going to go over the sponsors while we got a break in the action. Please support our sponsors by doing business locally. Perry's Tire, Kevin and Becky Perry. Total Automotive, Ronnie and Sammy LaFleur. Seafood Marketing, Cajun Crawfish Tales, John Darbone. Teats Food Store, Luke DeVille. Clico, Allstate Insurance, Nation Swallow. Fusilier and Associates, Jacob Fusilier, Attorney at Law. T&J Ford, Taro and Jason, Savoy Medical Center, Mercy Regional Medical Center, Fontenot Financial Services, Brandy Fontenot, Capital Planning, Josh and Amy Ardeo, and Todd and Marcus Vail, HealthWorks Rehab, Andy, David, and Clay, Farm Bureau Insurance, V-Dreams Ace Hardware, Evangeline Bank and Trust Company, Dr. Jake LaFleur at Mercy Regional Family Healthcare, Dr. Brandon Fontenot and nurse practitioner Amy Fontenot at Fontenot Healthcare. Thank you to all our sponsors. Please shop locally, for none of this is possible without our sponsorships. All right, Trojans coming up to bat in the bottom half of the 4th inning, up 2-1. They're going to send up to the plate Parker Futch. And on deck is Hayden Dizitel, so Futch is the 9-hole hitter. Coming up on deck is Hayden Dizitel, back to the top of the order with Ike Perry in the hole. So Trojans looking to get some runs right here. Dugout's fired up. First pitch is in there for strike 1 as he starts him off with a curveball. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So quickly Parker down 0-2 in the count as he throws a fastball on the black of the outside corner. So Futch digs in with 2 strikes, looking to put something in play. Oh, gets hit in the noggin right here as he trots on down the first base. So Futch takes one in the noggin, but unfazed by it, and trots on down the first base. So Trojans got the leadoff hitter on first with nobody out. 0 outs.
Let's go, Doug. Let's go, Doug.
So we got Futchy at first, takes his lead. And Hayden Dizitel steps in, top of the order for the Trojans. Pitcher checks his runner. It's in the dirt.
Get there.
And Futch with a good read on the dirt ball takes second base. So Trojans got a runner in scoring position at second with nobody out. As Futch,
That's okay, man. That's okay.
Futch reads the pitch in the dirt.
Wide open, baby. You try it out. You do your best.
So we got a 0-1, a 1-ball, no strike count on the batter. Hayden Dizitel shows bunt, pulls back for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes.
Good, Tony. Don't worry about me, man. I'm a fat old guy. It's all good, though.
2 balls, no strikes on Dizitel. Futch at second base in scoring position, nobody out. Trojans looking to do some damage here in the bottom of the 4th quarter. Pickoff attempt towards second, Futch back in safely.
Yeah, I mean. Let's go here. Good.
Next pitch is up for ball 3, so 3 balls, no strikes on Dizitel. Trojans looking to make some noise right here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Nobody out. Futch at second takes his lead. There's the pitch. It's inside for ball 4, so Desitel's going to trot on down to first base with a free ride. And that's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. And Ike Perry stepping up. So Ike Perry steps in. Where's number 22? Plays left field for the Trojans. Nobody out. First and second. Trojans batting in the bottom half of the fourth inning, up 2-1 on the Crusaders. Perry shows bunt. Takes strike one.
Come on, boy. That ain't what we do.
So no balls, 1 strike on Perry. Runners take their lead at first and second. Crusaders got the corners in. Next pitch is fouled straight back out of play for strike 2. So we got no balls, 2 strikes on Perry. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Perry digs in. Pitcher gets a signal from the catcher, checks his runners at second. There's the pitch. It's a curveball. It's hit into left field for a base hit. So Futch is going to hold up at third as it was hit sharply into left field, right at the left fielder. So we got the bases full of Trojans now with Boyce Scheck-Snyder coming up to the plate. As Perry laces a single to left field. So pitcher's working out of his windup now. Blakeman still on the hill. First pitch is up for ball 1.
Here we go. Hey,
So bases full of Trojans. Scheck-Snyder digs in with 1 ball, no strikes on him. Nobody out. Trojans looking to do big damage right here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, up 2-1. Next pitch is a high fly ball towards right field, not deep. Right fielder makes the catch, throws it back in. Futch is going to have to stay at third base, so we got 1 out in the inning with the bases loaded. Don't want to see a repeat of last 2 innings where the Trojans left the bases loaded both times. Preston Sloan stepping up. He does have a home run this game. There's nowhere to put him on, so they got to pitch to him. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 1. So, nope. No balls, 1 strike on Preston Sloan. Bases full of Trojans. Here's the pitch. It's down low to even up the count at 1-1. John Michael Duplichin on deck.
Come back. Here we go.
Sloan digs in. Pitcher working out his windup now. Gets a signal from the catcher. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Keep Parker at third, so count's going to go to 2-1 now. 1 out. Bases full of Trojans. Preston looking for something he could hit in the gaps right here, score all 3 runs possibly with a little speed on the bases. It's a base hit to left field, and that's going to bring home Parker Futch and Hayden Desitel as Ike goes to third and Preston takes second on the throw. So Trojans strike as Preston stays hot with his 3rd hit of the game, a double. And the Trojans get 2 more and extend their lead to 4-1. And Hebert is going to go in and run for Sloan at second base. And John Michael Duplichin is going to step up to the plate. That RBI package was provided by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason, for your sponsorship. Go see Nason for all your insurance needs. First pitch is hit high towards third base in foul territory. Third baseman makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So we got 2 outs with runners at 2nd and 3rd now. And John Aaron Swallow, the DH, stepping in.
Let's go, John Aaron. Let's go.
Trojans looking for a 2-out hit right here. Get some more runs, extend their lead. First pitch is down low for a ball.
On contact, Jude.
Outfield playing straight away right here. Wind's blowing from right to left field. Next pitch is high for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes on John Aaron Swallow. DH for the Trojans. Freshman bats from the left side. Trojans got 2 runs across in this inning. Bottom of the 4th. Looking for more with 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Next pitch is a high chopper hit towards first base. First baseman feels it, throws it over to the pitcher. Pitcher can't make the play as it goes into the dugout. And 2 more runs are going to come across for the Trojans on the error as Ike Perry and Jude Hebert come home to make the score 6-1. And John Aaron Swallow moves to second base on the overthrow. So we got John Aaron Swallow at second with 2 outs. And Trojans up 6-1, still batting in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And Wade Pete's coming up to bat now, playing third base now for the Trojans. First pitch is in there for strike 1, curveball. So we got no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. John Aaron Swallow takes the lead at second. Pitcher working out a stretch, gets a signal from the catcher, checks his runner at second. There's the pitch. It's fisted towards shortstop, a little nubber. Shortstop feels it, but he's not there in time. As Wade gets there, John Aaron's trying for home, and he gets tagged out at home plate for the 3rd out of the inning. So a very good inning for the Trojans as they pick up 4 runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning to extend their lead to 6-1. So after 4 complete innings of play, your Sacred Heart Trojans up 6-1 on the Westminster Crusaders. All right, Trojan Nation, we're back live here at Aswell Capel Field. Your Sacred Heart Trojans up 6-1 on the Westminster Crusaders after 4 complete innings. Crusaders coming up to bat in the top half of the 5th inning. Sam Vaillant still on the mound for the Trojans. First pitch is down low in the dirt for ball 1. Batting, Westminster going to send up 7, 8, and 9. Evan Lemon, right-hander. Takes a strike down the middle, so it's going to even up the count at 1-1. So, pivotal inning right here for the Trojans as the Crusaders are sending up the bottom 3 in their lineup. If they can get out of this with 1, 2, 3, it'd be get back on those sticks, put this game away. So quickly the batter's down, 1 ball, 2 strikes in the count as Vaillant working ahead. Next pitch spiked in the dirt to even them to count at 2-2. Vaillant gets a signal from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's down low again. It's going to put the count at full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Trojans up 6-1. Crusaders batting the top half of the 5th inning. Next pitch is down low again for ball 4. So after working ahead, Vayon loses him. And he's going to trot on down to first base with a free ride. So we got a runner at first for the Crusaders and nobody out. As their 8-hole hitter comes up, John Glass. Where's number 8, bats from the right side. Runner takes his lead at first. He goes on the pitch. Sloan throws it down, but not in time as the runner takes second. So, got strike 1 on the batter. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at second for the Crusaders. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. So we got 2 strikes on the batter now. Runner at second. Nobody out. Trojans up 6-1 after 4 complete innings of play. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Counts can remain 0-2. Vayon gets a signal from Sloan. Takes his runner at second. Here's the pitch. It's popped up, straight back and out of play. Count's going to stay 0-2. So we're going to do it again. No balls, 2 strikes on the batter. Runner at second, nobody out. Vayon checks his runner at second. Throws over. Runner back in safely. Vayon gets a signal from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball. It's up high. So it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Next pitch gets by Sloan, so the runner's going to trot on down to third base. So, got a runner at third now with a 2-2 count on the batter. Nobody out. Trojans up 6-1. Looking for outs right now. Up 6-1. 2-2 count on the batter. Vayon checks his runner at third. Gets a signal from Sloan. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Put the count at full, 3-2. So Vayon finding a little trouble this inning after working an excellent inning last inning. It's fouled straight back. It's going to keep the count at 3-2.
Hey, you be better.
Looking for 1 pitch right here. It's in the dirt for ball 4, so Vayon walks another batter. We've been having trouble with the bottom half of orders lately, walking batters that we shouldn't be walking, but let's see if we get out this jam as a courtesy runner goes in for their catch at first base. So they got runners at first and third now with nobody out, and stepping up is Jaden Johnson, the 9-hole hitter, bats from the left side. Where's number 7? Trojans just looking for outs right now, up 6-1. Runner going as they got him hung up. The guy's coming in from third, and he's going to get there.
Get the ball! Get the ball!
So, unfortunately, on the pickoff attempt by Vayon, he throws it over to second. He got the runner hung up from first to second. And then Scheck tries to go home with it. And Sloan can't handle the throw and it goes into the backstop. So the runner from first goes to first to third, and the runner from third comes home. So it's now 6-2.
Good job. Get back.
Y'all start with strike.
So 6-2 is the score. Nobody out. Runner at third. Vaillant starts them off with a strike. So 0-1 on the batter. Next pitch is down low to even up the count at 1-1. So after coming off a great inning where the Trojans scored 4 runs, they find themselves in a pickle right here with nobody out. Already 1 run across and another runner at third base. And 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter with nobody out. Next pitch is down low for ball 3, so 3 balls and 1 strike now. So Vaillant struggling to find the strike zone on the mound. Trojans looking for that first out of top half of the 5th inning. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Put the count at full, 3-2. Again, the top of the order on deck for the Westminster Crusaders as Vaillant walks his 3rd batter of the inning. So Vaillant walks the 7, 8, and 9 hole hitters. And, you know, we can't do that. Walks just lead to trouble. So Crusaders got runners at first and third now with nobody out, and they're back to the top of the order. Pete comes up to bat. First pitch is spiked in the dirt for ball 1. So Dylan Pete, the leadoff hitter, is back up as Coach Gary is going to trot on down to the mound and try to settle his team down. Still ahead 6-2, but struggling to get outs right here in the top of the 5th inning. Trojans got some bullpen action up. While we got a break in action, I want to thank Capital Planning, Josh and Amy Ortigo and Todd and Marcus Vaillant for their sponsorship of the 4th inning stretch. All right, back to live action now. Trojans looking for their first out of the inning again. Runners at first and third, nobody out. Up 6-2. Next pitch is in there for strike 1, so count goes to 1-1 on the batter. Next pitch is hit hard and foul towards the third base side. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Trojans looking for that out. Runners take their leads. Vaillant, here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 2, so it's going to even up the count at 2-2.
Hey, stay down, see them.
Runner going on the pitch. Throws cut off and throwing back towards home.
Tag him! Tag him! Tag him! There's no way he touched home. There's no way he never touched the play.
So a little controversy right here as the runner was stealing on the pitch and the throw was cut off by Desatel, and he throws it home as the runner from third tries to go home, and he's safe at home.
He had the tag on the knee and the foot on the plate.
So
No way he got to the plate.
runner safe at home, and that's gonna make the score 6-3. So Crusaders push 2 runs across, and there's still only 1 out with a runner at second in scoring position.
Hey, I'll start some throwing strikes though. Here we go. Hey, tempo. Feel good? I'm ready.
So the last batter strikes out, and that strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Thank you, Cody, Louisa, and Philip for your sponsorship. 2 locations in Ville Platte and Rain. First pitch is a ball. And the pitcher's batting, Josh Blakeman. Pickoff attempt towards second, no throw. So, after Trojans being up 6-1, Westminster coming back and making this a ball game. Got the score 6-3, was still threatening right here in the top of the 5th inning. With only 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Next pitch is down low. So that's going to put the count at 3 balls, no strikes. So Vail really struggling out there to find that strike zone right now. After having an excellent inning last inning. Next pitch is down low for ball 4. So Blakeman's going to trot on down to first base with a free ride. They're going to have runners at first and second now with 1 out as Coach Gary is going to go to the mound again and make a pitching change. So that pitching change package is provided by Perry's Tire Service. Thank you, Kevin, Becky, and Lisa for your sponsorship of the pitching change package. So Vayon gets a hand as he comes out the game as Elliot Fontenot is going to go in now for the Trojans to pitch. And while we have a break in the action, we're going to go ahead and take a break. And we'll be right back to live action here at Aswell Capel Field as the Second Horde Trojans up 6-3 on the Westminster Crusaders.
This is weird.
All right, Trojan Nation, we're back to live action here at Aswell Capel Field. Your Second Horde Trojans up 6-3 on the Westminster Crusaders. Crusaders still batting in the top half of the 5th inning with a runner at second and only 1 out. Elliot Fontenot on the heel wears number 2. Junior pitching now for the Trojans. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Bryn Ray, number 13, plays first base. Bats from the right side. Batting for the Crusaders. Next pitch is hit high towards center field. LeBlanc makes the catch, throws it back into the infield. So 2 outs in the inning. So we've got 2 outs in the inning with runners at first and second. And stepping up to the plate is the 4-hole hitter, Jack Hunt.
Hey, get us out of here, buddy. Hey, got 2.
First pitch is in there for strike 1. So we got no balls, 1 strike on the batter, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Next pitch is up for ball 1. It's going to even up the count at 1-1. Elliot Fontenot, number 2, junior, working on the mound for the Trojans. Trojans up 6-3. Next pitch is big chopper hit towards, and it goes into center field for a base hit. And the runner's going to stay. So got the bases loaded now for the Crusaders with 2 outs. So bases loaded, and that's going to step up number 15, Gavin Frith, with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1. Elliott checks his runners, gets a signal from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's down low for ball 2. So quickly, 2 balls, no strikes. Trojans looking for that 3rd out of this inning, try to get out of here with no more runs given up. Score 6-3. Next pitch is in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases full of Crusaders. Batting in the top half of the 5th inning. Next pitch is hit straight back and out of play to even up the count at 2-2. So we're looking for one good pitch by Fontenot right here to end this inning. See if we can get it. Stares in, gets a signal from Sloan. There's the pitch. And it's a swung and missed by the batter, 5th, for the 3rd out of the inning. So Fontenot comes in and does. All right, Trojan Nation, back to live action here at Aswell Capel Field. Your second-order Trojans up 6-3 on the Westminster Crusaders. Coming up to bat in the bottom half of the 5th inning. They're going to send up to the plate Landon LeBlanc and Parker Futch. We got a pitching change as number 10, Jack Hunt, is on the mound now. Right-hander. Got a little bit more velo, so hopefully the Trojan timing will get on time on this guy. Bunt attempt by LeBlanc is missed for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Nobody on. Trojans up 6-3. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So quickly LeBlanc down. No balls, 2 strikes in the count. So Hunt, Jack Hunt, number 10, right-hander, working out his windup. Curveball down low in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on LeBlanc. And like I said, this guy got a little bit more velo on him, so hopefully we can get some timing down as the Trojans been way ahead on everything. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 2, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. So LeBlanc worked it back up into a favorable count for him. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 3, so full count now as LeBlanc works himself back after being down 0-2. So got 3 balls, 2 strikes on LeBlanc. Got a timeout in action as a softball makes its way on outfield from the softball game. So we're going to start it over right here. LeBlanc digs in. There's the pitch. It's down low for ball 4. So LeBlanc, after being down 0-2, works himself a walk right here to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. So Trojans got a base runner at first with nobody out. And Parker Futch coming to the plate. So number 19, Parker Futch, steps in. LeBlanc takes his lead at first. Hunt working out his stretch. Checks his runner. Here's the pitch. First pitch is in there for strike 1. So we got no balls, 1 strike on Futch. Trojans got the top of the order on deck. Hayden Dizitel. Runner going on the pitch is LeBlanc. Takes second. Throw goes into center field, but he's going to stay at second. So LeBlanc with a good read on the pitcher. Takes off before he delivers and steals second base. So pitch was high, so it's 1-1. So we got 1-1 on Fudge. Nobody out. Runner at second. LeBlanc takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Curveball's outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Parker Fudge. As the catcher's going to walk up to the mound, talk to his pitcher. Possibly got crossed up on the signals or something.
I'm calling you. I'm calling you.
Fudge steps back in with 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. LeBlanc takes his lead at second. Pitcher looks in, gets the signal from the catcher, checks his runner at second. Here's the pitch. It's inside for ball 3, so 3 balls and 1 strike now on Fudge. Trojans look to get back some of those runs they just gave up last inning. Try to extend their lead in this game, as the Crusaders have been very pesky and keeping it close. Parker's going to hit a base hit to left field, and that's going to score LeBlanc from second as the throw goes into home and Fudge takes second base. Fudge is now going to take third as the catcher misses the ball on the throw home. So, Trojans scored their 7th run of the game with a line drive single by Parker Fudge to left field. And that RBI package was provided by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason Swallow, for your sponsorship of the RBI package. Go see Nason for all your insurance needs. And that's going to bring up Hayden Dizitel, shows bunt, pulls back for strike 1. So Hayden Dizitel, number 4, the second baseman for the Trojans, is up to bat with Parker Fudge at third base. And still nobody out. Trojans up 7-3 now. Still batting in the bottom half of 5th inning. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So quickly, Dizitel down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Just looking for a ground ball to the right side to score this run right here. See if he could be productive right here, get us something so we could bring in this next run. There it is. Hits a hard hit ball towards shortstop. Shortstop has to backhand it. He's not going to be in time as Doug gets him an infield single and drives home the 8th run of the game as Parker Fudge comes home on the plate. Again, that RBI package was provided by Nason Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nason, for providing that package. So Doug comes through for the Trojans and singles in Fudge. And he's at first base with nobody out. Trojans up 8-3 now as they get back there. The 2 runs from the last inning.
He said something to him.
And that's going to bring up Ike Perry. So Perry wears number 22, plays left field for the Trojans, senior. Digs in. Pitcher works out a stretch. Perry shows bunt, pulls back for ball 1. So Dizitel is going to take his lead at first. Pitcher gets a signal from the catcher. Checks his run at first. Perry shows bunt, pulls back. Ball 2. So quickly, 2 balls, no strikes on Perry. Dizitel still in on the pitch. Perry pulls back again as Dizitel's going to go standing up to second with no throw. So we've got 3 balls, no strikes on Perry now with a runner at second and nobody out.
Hey, let's go like 3 0. Hey, boys, we need to stop, man. 3 0, like 3 0.
All right, Perry steps back in. Desatel takes his lead at second now. Pitch is high, ball 4. So Perry's going to take first on the wild pitch. And Desatel's going to go down to third base. So we got runners at the corners now. So Trojans got runners at the corners with nobody out. And Wojciech Snyder stepping in. Possibly looking to put this game away right here. Up 8-3 with nobody out and runners at the corners. First pitch is in there for strike 1 on Sheck Snyder. Trojans with a good chance to put up more runs in this inning with nobody out and batting in the top half of their order with a 3-hole hitter. Sheck Snyder stepping in now. Perry still in on the pitch. He's going to get second with no throw. So quickly the count's 1-1 on Sheck Snyder as Perry trots down to second base. So we got Perry at second, Desatel at third with nobody out, and Sheck Snyder batting with a 1-1 count. Bunt attempts fouled back for strike 2. So we got a 1-2 count on Sheck Snyder. Just looking for a ground ball right here to score this run. Pitch is outside for ball 2, and that's going to even up the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Trojans at second and third. Sheck Snyder digs in. Looking for something he could drive in the outfield. Gets hit in the back. So he's going to trot on down to first base. And that's going to load him up for Preston Sloan right here. So Preston could easily end this game right now with a grand slam if he gets, and there's nowhere to go with the bases loaded. So good possibilities to get something good to hit. And he's already 3 for 3 in this game. So Crusaders in a real pickle right now with the Trojans having the bases loaded and nobody out, already up 8-3 and still batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And that walk package was provided by T&J Ford. Go see Terrell and Jason for all your new and pre-owned vehicle needs. So umpire goes and breaks it up. And it looks like you're going to have a pitching change as number 7 is going to go in from third base. Number 7 is Jaden Johnson. So he's going to go in from third base, right-hander. He's going to take his warm-up tosses right now. And that pitch and change package was provided by Paris Tire. Thank you, Kevin, Becky, and Lisa for your sponsorship of the pitch and change package. We'll take a break in action. Your second up Trojans up 8-3 and still batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning with the bases loaded and nobody out.
I'm going down, baby, no street in the rain.
All right, Trojan Nation, we're back to live action here at Aswell Capel Field. Preston Sloan stepping in now for the Trojans with the bases loaded. First pitch is in there for strike 1. So we've got no balls, 1 strike on Preston Sloan. Bases full of Trojans. Nobody out. Trojans up 8-3, still batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Possibly looking to put this game away. Next pitch is fouled back. So Preston down in the count 0-2. Pitcher working out his windup now. Trojans take their lead on the bases. Here's the pitch. It's down low for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sloan. Pitcher gets the signal from the catcher. Working out his windup. Here's the pitch. It's down low for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Preston Sloan. Hard-hitting, right-handed catcher, junior for the Trojans, wears number 9. Already 3 for 3 on the day, looking for more. After being down 0-2, worked his way back into a 2-2 count. Next pitch is hit high towards left field. It's out of here for a grand slam. As the left fielder just kept going back and back and back and back, and it just kept carrying, and it's out of here for a grand slam. So Preston Sloan cleans the bases with a grand slam for the Trojans. Another nuke just hit in the stratosphere. And Preston having himself a day with 2 home runs, going 4 for 4 today. And Trojans extend the lead to 12-3. And still batting with nobody out as John Michael Duplichin steps up for the Trojans. And that home run package was provided by HealthWorks Rehab. Go see Andy, David, and Clay for all your rehab needs. So Preston Sloan having himself a day, buddy, with 2 home runs and 2 other base hits. For 4 for 4 day. John Michael hits one to right field. Right fielder makes the play for the first out of the inning. So 1 out in the inning. Base is empty, and John Aaron Swallow stepping in. The DH today for the Trojans. Bats from the left side. First pitch hits him, so he's going to... He trots on down to first base. So John Aaron Swallow gets hit on the first pitch, trots on down to first base. He's going to be at first with 1 out as Wade Pete steps up to the plate. The 1 out, Trojans up 12-3, still batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning, putting up a 6 spot. As Preston Sloan, have yourself a day. Hits another home run and a grand slam. So it looks like we're going to have a pitch runner for John Aaron Swallow as Aaron Cormier, number 24, is going to go in and run for him at first base. So Cormier takes his lead as Pete steps in. Pitcher checks his runner. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a ball for ball 1. Cormier takes his lead at first. Pitcher checks him. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 1, so it's even up the count at 1-1. So that was number 6 for Preston Sloan on the season. Pete digs back in. Cormier going on the pitch. Is down in the dirt as the throw goes to second. Cormier slides in safely. So Cormier still second on the pitch. And he's going to be at second base with 1 out and a 2-1 count on Pete. So Trojans just need one more run to finish this game, as they'll run rule the Crusaders. There's a good possibility of that with a runner at second and one out. Next pitch is spiked in the dirt as the catcher blocks it. Keeps Cormier at second. So we got a 3-1 count on Pete. One out, Cormier at second. Trojans threatening to end this game with the run rule. Just need one more run this inning to finish it. Next pitch is high fly ball hit towards right field. Center field is going to cut him off and make the play for the second out of the inning. So we got 2 outs in the inning now as Landon LeBlanc steps up to the plate. And we still got a runner, Cormier, at second, that came in to run for John Aaron with 2 outs as Landon LeBlanc steps up. Looking for a 2-out hit right here to end this game. Cormier breaks on the pitcher. Pitcher catches him trying to steal and throws him out at third base. So that's the 3rd out of the inning. So we're going to continue with some baseball right here. After 5 complete innings of play, your Second Order Trojans up 12-3 on the Westminster Crusaders. You're listening to live action on the Blue and Gold Sports Network. Joey Swallow bringing you all the action as we take a break.
Girl, to be with you is my favorite thing. Yeah. I can't wait till I see you again. Yeah. I wanna put on my baby shoes just to be with you.
Like that. All right, Trojan Nation, we're back live here at Aswell Capel Field. Joey Swallow bringing you all the live action here on the Blue and Gold Sports Network. Elliot Fontenot still on the hill for the Trojans, working out his windup. First pitch is in there for strike 1. As the Crusaders going to send up to the plate 6, 7, and 8. McZeal batting. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So Elliot Fontenot doing a good job getting ahead on his batters. Trojans way ahead in this game. 9-run lead. Just looking for outs now. Curveball's in the dirt. Checking to see if he went around.
Can you ask for help? Oh, you don't have it, Freddie? We don't have that. Okay, you got it.
Umpire says he didn't go, so that's 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Next pitch is down low again for ball 2, so it's going to put the count at 2-2. As Fontenot tries 2 curveballs in the dirt, but unsuccessful in getting the batter to fish for him. Here's the pitch. It's fouled off at the plate. It's going to count's going to remain 2-2. Fontenot working out the windup. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 3. As he goes down looking for the first out of the inning. And that strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Go see Cody, Louise, and Phillip for all your hardware needs. 2 locations, 1 in Ville Platte and 1 Rain. Up to the plate now is Evan Lemon takes a ball for the first pitch. Next pitch is in there to even up the count at 1-1. So Crusaders batting in the top half of the sixth inning, down 12-3 to the Trojans. Fontenot filling up that strike zone quickly ahead of the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch, curveball's in the dirt. It's going to put the count 2-2. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Trojans way ahead in this game, just looking for outs now. Next pitch is hit hard. It's going into left field for a base hit through the 5 and 6 hole. So Crusaders got to run at first, 1 out. And that's going to bring up to the plate the catcher, John Glass. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Runner takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch. It's down low in the dirt. Even up the count at 1-1. Preston doing work behind the plate too, blocking balls. Runner going on the pitch as it spiked into the dirt. Nothing Preston could do, but the runner just goes in standing up. So 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter. 1 out in the inning. Runner at second now, takes his lead. Fontenot checks him. There's the pitch, fouled straight back to even up the count at 2-2. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, running at second. Trojans just looking for outs now. Way ahead in this game, 12-3. Fontenot gets a sign from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball in there for strike 3. So batter goes down looking for the second out of the inning as Fontenot gets his strikeout. And that strikeout package was provided by Ace Hardware. Thank you, Cody, Louise, and Phillip, for all your sponsorships of the strikeout package. So we've got 2 outs in the inning now. Runner at second. First pitch is in there for strike 1 on the 9-hole hitter, Jaden Johnson, who's on the mound now for the Crusaders.
Back up some, John Michael. Back up some.
Next pitch is outside, even of the count at 1-1. So 1-1 on the batter, 2 outs. Runner at second. Trojans really not holding any on with a big lead. Just looking for outs. Runner going on the pitch. He's going to slide in safely at third base. But more importantly, we got 2 strikes on the batter now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fontenot looking for his 3rd strikeout of this inning. See if he could find it. 1 good pitch right here. Just missed inside for ball 2. So that's going to even up the count at 2-2. There's the pitch. Curveball outside. It's going to put the count at full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Running at third for the Crusaders. Fontenot looking for 1 good pitch right here in this inning. And he gets a swing and a miss.
Step and throw.
As we got to throw down the first, and it gets by the first baseman. So unfortunate set of circumstances as Fontenot gets the strikeout as it gets by the catcher, and the catcher throws it down the first, and first baseman John Michael couldn't come up with it as it was in the dirt. So runner's going to get safe at first as the base runner from third comes home for their 4th run of the game.
We don't deserve
So Crusaders get their fourth run of the game, and they got a runner at first with 2 outs. So Fontenot strikes out the side, but they can't complete the throw to first on the pass ball. So now we're back to the top of the order. Draylon Pete, number 5, swings at the first pitch and misses for strike 1. So scores 12-4 now. Trojans still way ahead by 8 runs. Westminster got a runner at first, 2 outs. Ball's hit hard towards left field. It's going to go up against the fence. And the runner from first is going to go all the way to third. As Pete gets a stand-up double to keep the inning alive for the Crusaders. So they got runners at second and third now with 2 outs. And number 3, Josh Blakeman, comes up to bat, 2-hole hitter.
Let's get this one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So Fontenot's still working out there, searching for that third out. First pitch is in there for strike 1. So got no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Next pitch is outside, even of the count at 1-1. Fontenot working out his stretch, gets his sign from Sloan. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for the Crusaders. There's a pitch. And it's in there for strike 3. Looking, so actually Elliot Fontenot strikes out 4 batters in this inning.
Screens right here. Let's see.
Let's go, Chiefs!
All right, Trojan Nation, we're back to live action here at Aswell Capel Field. Just got an update on the girls' score. They tied at 6-6 on the top of the 6th inning. So got a battle going on over there on the other field. First pitch to Landon LeBlanc is a strike. So LeBlanc down 0-1 in the count. Johnson still on the hill for the Crusaders. Next pitch is fouled down the left side for strike 2. So Cheese down in the count quickly, 0-2. Trojans batting the bottom half of the 6th inning. Next pitch is hit a fly ball to center field. Center fielder gets underneath it. Makes the first out of the inning. So we got one out. Trojans batting in the bottom half of the sixth inning, up 12-4. And that's going to send up to the plate Parker Futch. First pitch is fisted towards second base for the second out of the inning. So quickly, Trojans got 2 outs batting in the bottom half of the sixth inning. And we're back to the top of the order as Desautel comes up, second baseman for the Trojans. First pitch is high for ball 1. I think I might have missed a strikeout package by Ace Hardware last inning, as Elliot Fontenot struck out 4 batters last inning. So thank you, Ace Hardware, for that sponsorship of the strikeout package. Okay, next pitch is in there for strike, so that's going to even them to count at 1-1 on Hayden Desautel. Trojans batting with 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the sixth inning, up 12-4 on the Westminster Crusaders. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Hayden Desautel. Next pitch is outside. Apparently that was ball 4. I must have missed one. So Desautel's going to trot on down to first base with a walk. So with 2 outs, Trojans got a runner at first, and Ike Perry stepping up to the plate. First pitch is down low for a ball. So Desautel's at first, takes his lead. Pitcher working out a stretch, checks his runner. Gets a signal from the catcher. Here's the pitch to Perry. It's popped foul, out of play for strike 1. So it's even them to count at 1-1. Desautel takes his lead. Still in on the pitch. As Perry hits it foul down the third base side. Let's put the count at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Perry with 2 outs. And Desautel at first base. Trojans trying a little hit and run right there. See if he puts Desautel in motion again. He's gone. Perry swinging, hits a lazy fly ball. And boy, Scheck-Snyder stepping up to the plate. So Scheck-Snyder steps up with runners at first and third. And Perry's gonna take it. And we got a balk on the pitcher, so Hayden Desautel is going to come home from third on the balk as Perry goes from first to third, as Perry was stealing on the pitch and the pitcher didn't step off and didn't throw the ball anywhere, so they called a balk on the play. So Scheck-Snyder fouls the first one off his foot for strike 1. So Trojans push home a run in the bottom of the sixth inning and extend their lead to 13-4. With a runner at third, looking for one more run to win this game. As Scheck-Snyder digs in, Perry at third, pitcher working out his windup. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 1, so that's even up to count at 1-1. Snyder digs back in. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 2, so 2 balls, 1 strike. And we got Preston Sloan on deck, so I think it would be poetic for him to get another chance in this game already, going 4 for 4 with 2 home runs. Maybe he can make it a hat trick. As Snyder takes a strike to even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third for the Trojans. Looking to get that runner home to finish this game. As Snyder hits one deep to left field. And it's up against the wall. As Perry's going to come home from third. And Snyder's going to trot on down to second with a walk-off double. As the Trojans 10-run rule the Westminster Crusaders 14-4 in 6 innings. And that RBI package was provided by Nathan Swallow Allstate. Thank you, Nathan Swallow, for your sponsorship of the RBI package. And thank you to all the sponsors, for without y'all, none of this is possible. And Trojans get back in the victory column today with a 14-4 victory over the Westminster Crusaders. They'll be back in action Saturday as they take on the Opelousas Catholic Vikings here at Aswell Capel Field at 4 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you that one too. But I encourage everyone to come on into the ballpark and experience it live and in person. Joey Swallow signing out for the Blue and Gold Sports Network as your Second Order Trojans win today in dramatic fashion.